Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Man United's plans for a left-back and Ancelotti's reaction to the Ederson transfer. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Man United considering academy player to fill left-back spot. In a bid to bolster the left-back position for next season's heavy fixture list, Manchester United have made Newcastle United's young defender, Lewis Hall, their primary external target. The 21-year-old is highly regarded by the sporting director for his consistency and proven quality in the Premier League. Hall is reportedly keen on a move to Old Trafford this summer, especially after the disappointment of missing out on the England squad for the 2026 World Cup. He is said to be prioritizing the Red Devils, preferring to stay in England rather than move to Bayern Munich. However, the Magpies have dug their heels in, insisting they are under no financial pressure to sell Hall, who is under contract until 2029, unless a massive offer between £50 million and £70 million arrives to test their resolve. This hefty valuation has led the Manchester United hierarchy to reconsider their internal options, specifically Harry Amas. The talented 19-year-old is viewed by the coaching staff as ready for the first team following his rapid development during a 6-month loan at Sheffield Wednesday and also Norwich. During that spell, Amas was outstanding, winning back-to-back Player of the Month awards in November and December. His composure on the ball, his tendency to tuck inside to aid the build-up, and his physical toughness make him a significant asset for the future. By promoting Amas to compete with Luke Shaw, the club could save tens of millions of pounds, allowing those funds to be used to strengthen other vital areas in the current transfer window. Carlo Ancelotti gives his thoughts on Ederson joining Manchester United. The Brazil national team manager, Carlo Ancelotti, has officially called up central midfielder Ederson da Silva to join the final squad for the prestigious 2026 World Cup. This sudden decision was made after their first-choice right-back, Wesley, picked up a rather serious thigh injury during a recent friendly match against Egypt. Ederson'S call-up instantly grabbed the headlines because the manager chose a natural midfielder to fill the empty slot left by a defender. Ancelotti took this bold step to maintain the team's overall balance and strength just before the big tournament gets underway. The momentum of this international call-up caps off a truly special week for the talented 26-year-old midfielder on the world stage. Aside from his focus with the Brazil national team, Ederson is also reported to have reached a full agreement to join the English giants, Manchester United. News of this move quickly surfaced and became the talk of the town amidst intense rumors in this summer's transfer market. This big step towards the top flight of English football proves the quality of a player whose value is now increasingly recognized by the world's elite clubs. The transfer fee that the Red Devils management has to shell out to sign Ederson from Atalanta is reported to be a rather hefty £34 million. On top of that, the deal also includes add-ons in the form of performance-based bonuses worth around £3.8 million. At the moment, the entire negotiation process between the club and the players' representatives is said to be finalized, with only the official announcement pending. This massive investment shows just how serious the Manchester club is in their hunt for quality players to boost the team's performance next season. The Manchester United manager, Michael Carrick, is reported to be the main figure who desperately wanted Ederson in his tactical setup for next season. Carrick sees the 26-year-old as a vital and ideal figure to strengthen and solidify the team's midfield. Carrick's vast experience as a former world-class midfielder means he fully understands the quality and attributes that Ederson brings to the squad. The player's arrival is expected to be the perfect solution following the midfield assessments that have been Carrick's main focus since last season. The midfielder's move to Old Trafford is reportedly set to be fully completed in early July, once the player finishes a few mandatory procedures. Ederson is scheduled to undergo his medical examination as soon as his initial duties with the national team or his personal matters are sorted out. Once all the paperwork and medical checks are cleared, the player will be officially unveiled as part of the club's family. All parties involved are currently working hard to ensure that this transition goes smoothly without any hitches. The Brazilian midfielder is reported to be signing a long-term contract with the Red Devils, lasting for the next 4 years. In addition to the main contract, the club management has also included an option to extend the deal for a further season in their written agreement. This long-term commitment shows that the club has immense faith in the player's capacity and consistent performances for years to come. Ederson is expected to become a key figure who brings stability and new success to the Old Trafford club. This tactical decision made by Carlo Ancelotti initially raised a few eyebrows among the public and the sports media, as it was seen as quite unusual. Instead of forcing the issue by looking for a natural defender to cover the vacant position, Ancelotti chose to capitalize on the golden momentum Ederson is currently enjoying. The experienced Italian manager insisted that he had very strong tactical reasons behind a decision that came as a surprise to many. This call-up also proves that the Brazil coaching staff are very sharp when it comes to spotting the great potential and contribution the player can deliver on the pitch. According to him, the Brazilian midfielder is a player of outstanding quality who has shown fantastic development during his time in Italy with Atalanta. Regarding the player's transfer agreement with Manchester United, Ancelotti emphasized that it is entirely a matter between Ederson and the club, as his main focus right now is to maximize the player's contribution to help the Brazil national team in the ongoing tournament. Even so, he did not hesitate to praise Manchester United, believing they have succeeded in getting a very solid, hard-working player who is ready to fight at the highest level. Furthermore, Ederson is deemed to have all the right tools to succeed in England, thanks to his physical strength, high intensity, and tactical intelligence. The former Real Madrid manager stressed that the player is currently at the absolute peak of his professional football career so far. Ancelotti admitted he was highly impressed by the development of Ederson'S playing character, which is seen to have come on leaps and bounds during his time in Europe's competitive leagues. Ederson'S presence is expected to strengthen the squad depth and add creativity to the Silicao midfield so he can play alongside the big names. Cristian Romero's transfer situation. Manchester United have reportedly identified Tottenham Hotspur centre-half Cristian Romero as their primary target for the upcoming summer transfer window. The Old Trafford hierarchy view the Argentine international as the missing piece of the puzzle to bolster a backline that was frequently under the cosh last term. His arrival is expected to provide the stability required to compete at the very top level. This strategic move is not merely about making up the numbers, it is a mission to recruit a new leader for the heart of the defense. With his wealth of experience and gritty character, Romero is seen as possessing a profile crucial to Michael Carrick's squad. His presence is tipped to bring a winning mentality to a United dressing room currently in the midst of a transformation. Beyond his leadership qualities, a major draw for Manchester United is the prospect of pairing Romero with his compatriot, Lisandro Martinez. The vision of an all-Argentine duo is considered the ideal solution for building a defensive wall that is both solid and aggressive. This plan has become a matter of urgency given that United will be returning to Champions League action next season, necessitating a high-quality squad with genuine depth. United's interest in Cristian Romero is well-founded, backed by the defender's impressive statistical returns throughout the current campaign. While his chief responsibility remains keeping clean sheets, Romero has proven himself to be a modern defender who is remarkably productive in the final third. The 28-year-old has notched a total of 6 goals across all competitions, including 4 vital strikes in the Premier League and 1 on the Champions League stage, whilst also providing 3 assists. His sharp goal-scoring instincts during dead-ball situations are further highlighted by a tally of 15 shots in domestic play, 6 of which found the target. Such offensive attributes would undoubtedly provide a new secret weapon for the Red Devils, who have often struggled to make the most of set-piece routines. Inside his own penalty area, Romero is the definition of a sturdy and uncompromising defensive pillar. His aggressive nature is reflected in his success in winning 155 duels out of 234 physical challenges on the pitch, complemented by an average of 2.38 successful tackles per match in European competition. Over the course of the season, the Argentine has also recorded 86 clearances and 30 crucial interceptions in the Premier League. His resilience has been further tested in Europe's elite competition, where he managed 56 ball recoveries in just 8 Champions League appearances, alongside 14 important blocks against opposition efforts. However, his explosive and brave style of play comes at a cost regarding his disciplinary record, which features 11 yellow cards and 2 red cards, the inherent risk of a steely defender required to intimidate rival forwards. The Red Devils' chances of securing the 28-year-old's signature appear to be quite promising due to the internal situation at Tottenham Hotspur. It is understood that Romero is beginning to entertain the idea of leaving North London following a disappointing run of form from Spurs, which has failed to satisfy his personal ambitions of lifting silverware. The situation has been further complicated by reports of a breakdown in the relationship between Romero, the club's board, and sections of the Lily Whites faithful in recent months. This behind-the-scenes friction is thought to be the main reason the player feels his time at Tottenham is drawing to a close. This development has provided a boost to the clubs interested in securing his services. Information from the player's inner circle suggests that Romero has been given the green light to seek a fresh challenge away from Tottenham. Although there are numerous offers from abroad, the defender's main priority is reportedly to remain in the Premier League. The ease of adaptation and the league's prestige are the primary factors behind his preference to stay in England. Nevertheless, Manchester United will not have a clear run at the player, as they face stiff competition from other European heavyweights. Atletico Madrid have reportedly placed Romero at the top of their shopping list. The interest from both clubs is expected to spark a bidding war in the transfer market. Atletico Madrid have long been admirers of Romero's quality and style of play, which is deemed a perfect fit for their defensive philosophy. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.